Welcome back to our channel, YouTube. My name is Kristen Forgione. I'm the founder, creative director, and principal designer of The Lifestyle Co. You're in my video, Linda. Linda, come here. Come here. Get up. Come here, baby. Come here. Get up. We have finally moved in, and I am going to give you the long-awaited tour of my closet. I want to tell you this video is sponsored by Classy Closets, and they are also the provider that did my entire closet build out, and I could not be happier with them and the entire experience, and I can't wait to tell you more about it. Let me take you back to when I actually came up with this concept. So as you can see, this is a galley style closet. And one of the things that I really wanted way back when I started even drawing the floor plan was a closet that was a little bit different than everyone else's closet, if you will. When you're building a custom home, you should take as many opportunities as you can to make really specific personal choices. And this was one. I own a boutique, THELIFESTYLEDCO. I've always been a fashionista and super into fashion. And so I wanted finally, after 38 years, to have a closet that reflected my true personal style and my personal brand. So how did I do that? I wanted to create a footprint that was just, like I said, different than everyone else. So I knew I didn't want a closet that was just like, you know, a box and off of a door in my primary bedroom. And I also knew that I really wanted to have an area that really had personality, right? I wanted to be able to walk around it and have multiple entry and access points, and overall have natural light. Definitely needed to make sure that there was a good source of light, because getting ready with natural light is always going to be better than getting ready without natural light. So insert this closet design. As soon as I drew it on paper with my draftsman and then really started thinking about it, the first thing I thought was, well, shit, where are we gonna put Vince's clothes? Because his closet is not in this run. This is just for me. So I will also show you his closet is actually a dedicated space in our gym, which has kind of become our version of a man cave. He works out way more than I do and is way more dedicated to it. So putting his clothes in there, it makes perfect sense for his kind of regular workflow, if you will, of the day and how he works out and gets dressed and gets ready and all of that. So let me start at the beginning of the actual design process with Classy Closets. I met with a designer that I ended up working with. Her name is Sarah Owens of Classy Closets. She is incredible. I believe she only works here in Arizona. So if you are looking for a designer from Classy Closets in Arizona, I cannot recommend her enough. She is the most knowledgeable, generous, approachable, kind, friendly, wonderful designer that I've ever worked with, truly, outside of our amazing designers in our own company. And I can tell you, designer to designer can be very challenging, usually for both designers involved, right? Because we both have good ideas and we both want to be heard and we both have a strong aesthetic presence and value. And she was just amazing. Sarah, I love you. Thank you for making my dream closet come true. She did so many amazing things with me. Number one, she listened. So when I was really looking for her guidance in terms of like organization in shelf height, and should my shelves be adjustable, and do I want my shoes to be like this at an angle, which you've probably seen in a lot of closets, or flat? How much storage do I need? I was coming from a really, really small, teeny tiny closet to this, and how am I gonna be able to fit my clothes, and what's it gonna look like? So she asked me so many questions. Sarah and her team also came to my office and we just brainstormed. We had a huge brainstorm session. I showed her some of the closets that I liked, showed her some of the things that I didn't like about those closets, and she was able to come up with this incredible design that is perfectly tailored and suited for me. I think that's one of the strongest parts or elements in working with Classy that I really appreciated. They can make you a custom closet of any size with as many bells and whistles or as simple as you like. If you want 5 laundry hampers, they can do that. If you want 1, they can do that. If you have a ton of jewelry, they can make you inserts that work with that. So truly it is a custom experience and a custom process. And because of that, the product just ended up intuitively fitting so much with what I like and what I need for my clothes. So next in the process, after we had that brainstorm session, Sarah went back and she actually put the closet on paper. Like I said, I knew it was a galley. I knew I wanted this beautiful furniture moment in the middle. I knew I wanted a desk moment. So when I work from home, I had a place that was kind of secluded a little bit behind a door in our primary where I could focus on my computer. So we knew we had all those elements, but she was able to put it all on paper and then give me technical drawings so that I could conceptually see what we were working with. From there, we went through a couple revisions and then she put them into final renderings. And that's those 3D renders that you as consumers out there probably rely on a lot because it'll give you that visual so you can really see what your closet's gonna look like. Then from there, we scheduled install. The actual production and fabrication of everything only took about 12 weeks, which by today's standards is like super, super fast. So I was really, really excited about that. They nailed the install date. They were not late. They didn't push us back. They communicated really beautifully when we needed extra material for this or this wasn't going right, which does happen in the field for sure. And all in all, the process was just super, super smooth. And I so appreciated that. It's something that I could check off of my list in building a custom home and I knew was going to be handled beautifully. So that's kind of the design process in a really super, super short explanation, but I loved it. It was easy. Again, for consumers out there, for you, if you're looking for that full service experience as it comes to closets or garage cabinets. Classy Closets also did the desks in our girls' rooms. They are absolutely an incredible provider for you, and they are not only local in Arizona, so they're also national here in the US. Let me show you a little bit closer look at everything that we put together and all of the elements that make my closet, right? So the official closet tour, I guess you could say. This is where all of my shoes are. When I was putting all this away, it was actually really hard to go from such a small space where you really don't have options and where you put things, you just have to like try to get it in there and be able to see what you have in how to organize this. So I did all my tall boots up there, kind of winter boots over here, more boots, more boots, more boots. I kind of have a boot problem, I think. More boots. And then I went into heels, like pumps, heels, sandals, sneakers. I have a lot of sneakers too, flat shoes. And it filled the space really well. So I was mentioning earlier when I was talking to Sarah, do I want my shoe shelves like at an angle like this with like the stopper here or here where you can like hang the heels, or do I want them flat? I chose to put them flat because you can actually double up the shoes. So you can have like a pair back here and a pair up here when things get real dicey in like a couple years, and I've been buying shoes this whole time. So that's my plan for that. So that's why I went flat so that I can get more shoes in, right? Because if they're at an angle, obviously everything slides forward and we can't have that. So the shoe situation, excuse me, worked out really well. I hung a hook here on the wall so that like when I'm packing, I can start pulling things. I have this little like vacation vibe look right now, which I'm super loving. Moving over here, this dressing table was really important to me. I realized in my last house, I pretty much put everything on my nightstand, my jewelry, my perfume, all the things. And this would be a lot more packed and full, except I think I lost my jewelry in the move, other than what I have on. I'm serious. So I had this watch on and these earrings on and these rings on and all this stuff. And you can see that my jewelry drawers are empty right now. So I'm hoping that they're in like one of two boxes that I have left to unpack, but little bit of a heart attack there. So this is where I come to put on all my jewelry and select what I want. So these four are jewelry drawers. And then these are two side-by-side hampers. So this is for dry cleaning and then this is for laundry. That's for laundry. So again, super easy to use. I love that they're completely contained. You cannot see them. This is a pretty little moment to display a couple of like the beautiful designer bags that I have. I used to have a really bad designer bag habit and I really like reeled it back in my 20s. And now that I'm in my 30s and I could probably afford them again, I like still get very about buying them. So maybe I'll like loosen it up a little bit. I don't know. Again, I love this display area. Keep it nice and easy, but it looks really boutique-like and beautiful. And then this is all my long hangings. So these are trench coats and a bunch of outerwear and then long and midi length dresses. I chose to organize my closet from like black to white or to lights. And all of the seasons are kind of mixed in. So again, that was one of those things that I'm like, shoot, how do I do this? Does it make sense to put like all the, spaghetti strap dresses together, all of the long sleeve dresses together, all the special occasion dresses together? Meh. So I'm kind of still deciding what looks good in that regard. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this. These are branded hangers. They say KF and THELIFESTYLEDCO. And this is the most Kardashian thing I have ever done, and I am so happy that I did it. Truly, like, so happy. So most of my clothes are from THELIFESTYLEDCO, which is the boutique that I own, but a lot of my clothes are not. So I didn't want THELIFESTYLEDCO hangers. I wanted my own hangers, and I got them, and they're amazing, and they were stupid expensive. Don't do it, but I'm so happy, and I love it. Then on the other side of the closet, lots of shelves. I have a lot of denim. I have a lot of like bottoms. These are all my install clothes for installs at work, tons of activewear, and I really like how this all turned out. Let's see how long I can keep it like this. Probably not very long. There's gonna be clothes all over this ottoman all the time. I'm just saying it now. So if you see it on stories or whatever, you won't be surprised. More blouses and jackets and sweaters. I like to fold some of my sweaters. Some I fold, some I hang, but I just feel like it looks so pretty and like beautiful, all in this gorgeous visual order, color order. I don't know, whatever. These are drawers. So when I was working with Sarah, again, I had said, I have a dresser right now. I really don't want to have a dresser in my new house. How can I incorporate this? So these drawers, I'm not going to show you them inside because I didn't organize inside the drawer. I just put the things in the drawer so that I could have you over. But I have 6 beautiful drawers here. I have bras, underwear, bikinis, swimsuit cover-ups, all the things in here. Activewear, like yoga stuff. So I really love that it's all in one area. Like, it's been wonderful. I've only gotten dressed like maybe 3 times since we moved last week, but every single time has been blissful. Lighting is super important in any space, but in the closet, whether you have natural light or not, I think it really sets the tone because there's not a lot of it. So when I was selecting lighting, I wanted to go with a fixture that was quirky, aesthetically pleasing, kind of a conversation moment on its own, and overall a little feminine. After all, this is my closet space. So I landed on these beautifully shaded kind of tulip pendants. I absolutely love them. I think they are so different. Gives me a little Parisian vibe in an overall really modern space. Okay, so before I show you the last little part of my closet, I wanna make sure I take special time to mention Classy Closets has given me an offer for you guys for 10% off of whatever you end up doing with them. So whether you do a closet or garage cabinets or a pantry or a desk or whatever, 10% off if you come from me. So my code is Kristen10. We'll put it on the screen. We'll also link it in the description for you. But again, I could not recommend them more. So this is my little desk area. And honestly, this thing turned out exactly how I thought it would in my head, which I love when that happens. I just need someplace small. I think I have a whole office, right, at my actual design offices. And when I'm here, I'm usually just working on my laptop. I kind of sit here, which is like so nice. Over my laptop, I always put my foot on that, which I'm sure, Sarah, you're probably like, oh, get your feet off the hardware. And I know I probably should, but I just like, oh, I don't know, I always put it there. So anyway, so I do my work here, and I love that it has a couple of family photos. These are our candles that mean so much to me, so I love to have that in eye view. And I just feel like it is such a good incorporation together of the closet space, right? So it's just 100% kind of me and my lifestyle and my brand, and I love that. So right off of my closet is Vince's closet. Let me show you. Okay, so we are in our gym, or we also call it our wellness room because that's what we called our old house gym, was the wellness room. So the wellness room for Vince and his closet. And this, I could not be happier with. Again, Classy just absolutely nailed it with the overall vibe and aesthetic. Because it's in the gym, it needed to feel, I'd say, a little bit more masculine, and of course it's for Vince, so I wanted it to really represent him. So we only had 87 inches. So this is only 7 feet, which is not a lot of space. So we had to maximize from floor to ceiling. We have 10-foot ceilings in here, and then also from left to right to make sure we could get everything in. So I love that it's all concealed. I love that I don't have to look at all of his clothes all the time. Like, he has to look at mine, which is probably kind of unfair, but I'm a little bit more put together in the closet world than he is. So this is doing him a favor by having it all closed. But I love how this turned out. So this is just like collared shirts and some long sleeves. And then he has these little pullouts for his watches, belts, and then he has his own dry cleaning and dirty clothes bin that is gorgeous and I love. And then on each side, again, you open this up And he has shoe pullouts, a little storage area for hats, and then long sleeve shirts, Oxfords, like kind of that collared look. And then over here on this side is t-shirts and hats. So you can see how it really was pretty easy and self-explanatory for him to move his stuff right in here. In terms of the men's side, I think Sarah did such an awesome job asking me qualifying questions for him. Like she said, okay, I know your husband's 6'3", but I want you to go home and actually measure how tall his shirts are from the top of the hanger to the bottom of the shirt so that they would actually fit and there would be enough room. So I wasn't actually even anticipating that he would have folding space here, but he does. So she asked me those questions so that they could be custom so that his clothes would fit in it. So if you're a regular sized person, you might not have these problems, but for someone who's taller or even someone who's shorter, it can be really hard to access your clothes and make your stuff fit in a space that you just moved into. So if you get the opportunity to make something custom, do it, because it'll really improve your storage. But overall, I just think it's such a beautiful space. So he wakes up in the morning, works out, goes into our bathroom, which is all located in this primary suite, gets ready, and then comes here and gets dressed, and it's all located right here for him. Thank you guys so much for joining me here in my closet, my dream closet. I mean, it's such a freaking dream. I can't even believe this is my life. Like, I literally feel like every day I'm just like, how the hell is this my life? But you'll see a lot more of like me questioning how the hell this is my life on Instagram. If you want to follow me, my handle is @Kristen Forgione, and then our brand page is @TheLifestyleCo. While you're here, check out the rest of our channel. Our video library is growing. There is a ton of coverage on the ODL house and then also on a lot of our other projects. So while you're there, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Talk to us in the comments. We respond to every single one. We read them. We take them into consideration. We are trying to make content that you want to see. So I am again so grateful to Classy Closets for allowing this incredible opportunity for me. They made designing this closet an absolute dream and something so wonderful that I will remember forever. So to Classy Closets and to Sarah Owens, my designer, you know how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. I will never let you quit me, and I'll see you on the next one.